What's good, YouTube? It's me, your boy Squiddy, back again with another video, and we have someone very special today on this video. Who do we have, and what did you accomplish?
Big Squiddy fan. I'm Jackson. This is Logan. I made top 32. I got 24th after Swiss. This is Logan's first YCS. He played the exact same list card for card, and he lost in the bubble round 11.
That's insane. Like, yeah, you'll see.
Yeah.
Crazy. I love it. All right, let's dive in then. Might as well.
So we played 2 Rhino Heart. We only played 2 just because like we didn't want to like draw too many normal summons, brick up on them. 3 Merly, 3 Sharon, 3 Havness, 3 Perlarino, Terraforming, Insuffusion.
Yeah, the broken tier cards.
Yeah, I drew this a lot.
Same.
I did well.
That helps.
Love
Yeah,
to see it.
2 Screen, 2 Solic, and 1 Crime.
Oh wow, lots of traps. You ever brick on those?
No, not really. I like going second. Like they were fine. There are times where like we played Droplet, so sometimes if you draw like a trap with Droplet, it's really good. It's just like we were trying 1 and 1, but the problem was I kept like drawing 1 and then milling the other like with a Scream or something and not being able to add it.
Right.
And it just would end up being like really awkward. And like Solic isn't even bad going second. It helps you like push back and play on their turn again.
Yeah,
A
discard
lot,
for
a lot
Rhino.
of the time you can get Rhino Heart engraved, so you can discard Solic. I did that to discard Prime and add it back to Sharon from Banish.
Oh wow.
So like, it's a little bit more hard to brick on the traps because you can get them out of hand with value.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Yeah,
great.
they're just really good mills.
Yeah,
I
get
really
the free
like this.
search.
And Cyber Sign.
Whoa.
This card is the saw. This card was insane. Like
It was wonderful for me.
every time it resolved, I just like won.
And you can summon it back from Elf too, right?
Yeah, so that was the main thing, is we just tried to like mill a ton and hit it, and then just elf it back at the end and turn and summon Exterio. But like every time I drew it, I just summoned it and just summoned Kick Hellos and like combo them, and I already have level 2 to make elf.
Right, it's a
It's, like, really
starter.
good.
You don't burn a name either.
Yeah, exactly. Elf play through like Dweller too randomly. Like I keep it in going second because if they Dweller you, it gives you like a good play. Like you can just summon it and like summon Kaleido Heart or something to push back.
That came up for me as well. It's
Wow.
It's really good.
That's crazy.
And then the Ishizu cards, we just played 3 Keldo, 3 Medora, 2 Kelbeck, and 1 Agido.
Oh wow.
So yeah, we just like, so we started with playing 12 obviously, and then I was like, Agido kind of sucks, let's cut it to 1. So we cut it to 1. And then Logan was like, well, we're only playing 10 now, let's just cut Orange Light, because Orange Light, like we would draw like just Orange Light by itself and it like sucked.
There's a brick.
And I was like, okay, well at that point, let's just cut Kelbeck to 2 as well. And then we just played this, and it was still like super consistent. We didn't miss them.
It ended up being really, really important for us to do this because of like everyone and their sisters playing Ishizu tier now. So like I didn't really feel like I needed the extra Kelbeck, or I didn't want to mill 5.
Right.
So like
You
cutting
don't wanna
down
mill
on
them.
those was worthwhile.
Yeah, so this is good. Yeah, we just didn't play Orange Light because yeah, it just like felt like it might brick.
Yeah.
If we get shifter, we get shifted. Screw it.
Uh,
And then then we didn't play Diviner because like I didn't like Diviner because if you want to make Baroness, you have to like invest in another level 4, which is like it's really hard to then like Baroness and Dweller. Like you need so many level 4s, your hand has to be insane. At that point, you're probably winning anyway. And it was like if you ever draw it, like it is terrifying to try to start with because if you're playing
Right.
the mirror, you might just screw
you have to
yourself.
mill them too.
So like, well, Cyber Sign is just always insane.
Yeah.
Like the pay 5,000 never came up. Like it never mattered.
Yeah, I don't believe either of us died from like battle with
Nope.
paying that 5,000.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
It felt fine.
No one's playing Imperm or Veil or anything, so it's always
Right,
just all
exactly.
good
I
too.
got orange lighted once on my Stein. It was my only play, so
Oh,
I
no.
lost that game. Like that alone would have been full combo.
I
Yeah.
also had round 1, game 3. I summoned Cyberstein and paid 5, and he orange lighted it, and it was my only play, but I still won that game.
Crazy.
It happens, but it's rather rare.
3 Magnamut, 2 Druid Worm, 3 Droplet, and Change of Heart were the last cards, like the
Whoa.
flex spots.
Mhm.
So, yeah, like, yeah, not having the orange light let us play, like, more of these. So the Bistrels, we just figured were just, like, the best cards in the mirror. Like, just, like, stopping a tier effect and getting a body was, like, huge. And it's really cool because they pair extremely well with Droplet. Just because, like, if you resolve this, you know, you interrupt them, you get this, and you can just summon it in the same main phase. And then on your turn, you can drop it, and you just already have 2 cards you can send for free. One of which is going to, on resolution, shuffle one of their, or send one of their cards. So, yeah, they just played really well with this, and we really felt like we needed to play this for this event because we figured a lot of people would be on like Sprite with Mannequin Cat and like Fluunderies. So we just like wanted to have the extra coverage.
The second Jerusalem came up a lot. Being able to resolve Magnamut on multiple turns, it makes the mirror a lot easier.
Yeah, especially when you just take their Magnamut. Like having the second target is really nice. And then Change of Heart. In theory, this was amazing. I only drew it once, and it didn't do anything because I was facing down full like board with Exterio. But like if they Bistral you, you just take it, link off into dark, take their Bistral, sprint, like it's really good. I don't know, you said it came up for you a couple times.
I drew it a few times. I was able to use it too, but it wasn't the most impactful card. I liked having it, but that would be what I would change if I had to do something.
No. I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah, I wish you could say more about it. I don't know. I like the...
Did the droplet come up a lot when you're going second against Viscolor? Were you able to stop a lot of dwellers from resolving?
Not much. Not much. Because they typically have the crime, or like you'll do it and they'll still have like shuffles engraved.
Yeah.
It was mainly for the other matchups. Like we decided it would be decent in the mirror if you like Bistral them and then have this, it can like win you the game, but you like need them together. But yeah, it was more just so that we wouldn't like get crushed by Flu and like Exosister and Mannequin Cat.
I did open Solic and was able to drop the Dweller by discarding a trap card.
Wow.
That was pretty
That's
neat.
plus.
Yeah. It was really good against Sprite. I played against a bunch of Sprite. It was good against them. So
Yeah, totally.
Extra. We just did one kit, Kaleido, Rule, Biggest Apelia, Garura, Mud Dragon, and Exterio for the Cyberstein. 2 kit came up for me a couple times, but it never felt like game losing.
Yeah, that's fair.
It would have been nice, but like we felt like the other cards might be more important.
Yeah, the extra deck's so tight in this deck especially, so.
Yeah, it really is. We played Elf, Sprind, Masquerena. Some people like weren't playing this, I guess.
It's really weird. The card is crazy.
Yeah, I looked at a lot of people's extra decks because we decided cherries, and I did not see this card a lot, but this came up like every match. It was very good. Yeah, with Dark and then the Underworld Goddess, like I made this a lot. Just being able to like link off your opponent's stuff is really nice.
So is that your primary target with IP, or are you going for Elf as well, or Sprint?
I go for Sprint a lot.
Yeah.
It was pretty much 50-50, because like often I'd like between Scream and summoning my Merly back, like I'd mill a lot on their turn, and sometimes I'd hit Merly anyway, or I'd like solely extend my Merly from field. So I typically just make this because I could get some early anyway. But this definitely came up like super. There's sometimes where it's super crucial, where this is the only way you have to play on their turn, and so you make this and link into this to play. Like on the bubble game 3, this doing that won me the game. So
That's crazy.
yeah, this is our Avermax out. You have to.
Yeah.
And then the rank 4s, we played Dweller, Baguska, and Exciton Knight.
Damn. Exciton Knight.
Yeah, Exciton, I never summoned it, but you did.
I summoned it twice, and it won me the game both times. Because I made it the first time. My opponent Abyss Dwellered me in the mirror, so I made Exciton and just wiped his board. And then I had and that just put me far enough ahead where I was able to clean it out.
Yeah, you can like blow up their board and like bounce back.
Theoretically good against Sprite and like Flu.
Right, yeah, that was
all.
mainly what it was for. It was for we were scared of like Exorcist, or we were scared of just people like floodgating us, like just activating Necro Valley, D-Fissure, Macro, random stuff like that. And it's just like the easiest. Like Zeus, you have to commit a battle phase, and that can be really, it gives them a lot of chances to stop you. Like if you attack, like they can have like Smashers, like the Exorcister trap, the Exorcister monster, like they just banish it. But like you put 2 level 4s on the field, no one sees this coming, and you just make it quick effect, blow up everything. So yeah, it never came up for me. But yeah, in the mirror match it can too. If they Dweller you might not have much plays. You can just make this. If you were able to like interrupt them enough or whatever, you can like do this, blow up the board, and then like maybe set up with just like a Soliac or something to like bounce back. Side, Volcanic Scattershot.
Yep.
Shout out Jesse Norton. I did this once. I played against Bowden, and it took like forever. But I just I won game 1, and game 2 like was super grindy. And I just waited. I just let him like go all the way until he put me to 0, and he put me to 0 with like less than 3 minutes on the clock. So we just sided, and I just sided this in, went first, and just scattershotted him. That was the only time it came up.
This card's not once per turn either, so you
It's
can
not
do
once
it
per
a
turn.
couple times.
Yeah, that's why we played it over Cowboy. Is there's like more avenues to like get it off.
Yeah.
Like Cowboy's like one time. If they interrupt it, it's like really hard to do it a second time.
Yeah.
So this was like much easier. You could also just randomly mill it and just cheese it.
3
3 cherries. This card was nuts.
Are you calling Kit Kalos most of the time, or also Dollar?
Every time.
Every time. I ripped 2 Kit Kalos one match, and it definitely won me the game.
Yeah, I'm always doing Kit.
Because they can't really combo after that, huh?
Yeah, even if they Dweller me, it's like their deck doesn't do anything. Like if I can kill the Dweller and just set Solic, like
Right, you already had.
I'm just So like this was insane. It also like cherrying Elf against Sprite was like really good. Like I wait for them to summon the Swap Frog, and then just cherries Elf, and it just like screwed them super hard.
It's true as well.
We said 2 Zombie World. I played against 0 Flu, so this never happened.
Also 0 Flu.
Yeah, so I mean it didn't come up for either of us, but like it's good to have. Just because if they like shift you, combo you, it doesn't matter. You just go second, activate this, they cannot play.
Yeah.
You just beat over the statue. They can't. They're literally just on M-Pen beatdown. So
Everything's a zombie.
yeah. Lightning Storm. This didn't do anything for me.
It was fine. I think it was definitely necessary.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it just didn't really come up. This, on the other hand, this was super important.
Mine out.
Mine out, baby. Yeah, that's how my opponent on the bubble playing the mirror, he Mystic Mind me. He went like it was a little grindy game 3, and he Mystic Mind me and passed, and I just like drew, heartbeat, outed it, killed him.
Crazy.
So like super important to have. That was the only time it came up. We both actually played against Mystic Mindburn, but none of these came up. I just didn't draw them against Mindburn. I just went first games 1 and 3 and made Exterio and FCK'd him.
Love it.
Then the best, these were like the best cards in my side deck, was the Lancia Scythe and Triple Sanctum.
Whoa.
Yeah, every time you draw this, you just like win.
So this is for the mirror, and also I guess everything else that use the extra.
Yeah, literally everything.
And then Lancia for Flu.
Yeah, exactly. For
Crazy.
Flu, it's also good against Exorcister. Like just like drawing it. So I'd like side all of them in against them, just because like it's just like it makes their deck less consistent because they don't have prosperity, and like it kills their banishes, like their banish effects. And like it's just like really good if you get shifted, you can just like Lancia on their turn and then like play on their turn.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and like killing evenly matched as well and shit. But like it's really good. You can put this back with the shuffle guys, and in my last round, I opened double Sanctum. My hand couldn't do like too much else, so I ended up I scythed him, and then like I didn't have anything. Next turn, what I did was I normal summoned, shuffle, linked into IP Masquerena because I just had like a Medora in hand, and then I shuffled the scythe back, and then on draw phase I just sanctum him again, and then I made Sprind, and then just like went off.
Crazy.
So yeah, like it was crazy. I also there's a Sprite player that I drew the scythe against, and I just set it, and on his turn I had the field spell, and I used a Medora or whatever to shuffle back a Rhino Heart and just pop it with the field spell and then scythe his ass. Yeah, so these are just really good. Like you like circumvent a lot of the like poor parts about this card with this deck.
Yeah, lots of crossover.
The mirror needs to open pretty much only droplet to be able to stop it, because there's very little interaction in this format with Scythe. So it ended up being crazy. It definitely won almost every game where you open Sanctum.
Yeah, that is freaking awesome.
Yeah, that was the deck.
Congrats on your top. Do you have any shout outs you want to give?
I gotta shout out Derek for letting me borrow every single Tearlament card. What about you?
I'm gonna shout out Wyatt for not coming, and shout out the family back home.
I'll also shout out Wyatt for lending me 3 orange lights and Diviner, and then I didn't even use them.
Backup options.
Yeah, I also shout out to Squiddy. Thanks for the deck profile, Squiddy.
No worries. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. And congrats again on your awesome, super awesome performance. Second Premier top.
Thank you.
If you guys like this video, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Deuces.